Hello everybody, it's Cree Rama, and I'm here today to show you these, well, I guess it's called an accordion spine little books that I made. You don't have to do any sewing, just requires a little bit of gluing, and yeah, it's a great technique to know to bind, make a little book here. So, oh, excuse my dog, he's barking at the birds. So I'm going to show you, I'll show you this one first, just to show you here. So I've got this pocket here on the cover. We've got two pockets here. And this is just clean page to decorate. Got a little tuck here and a pocket there. Clean pages, pockets here, clean page. This is a little tuck on both sides, clean page. Then we got a little tuck here. Here we have two pockets, and that's the back cover. So that's one. And you can see the spine here. Okay. And then the next one here, I did go over the cover with a little bit of Distress microglaze, and I love this stuff. I've never used it before until this, and it just kind of like, it makes it feel like the paper has a, I don't know, a coating on it. So inside we've got a pocket here. Here we have the two big pockets, and then we have little tucks here. I have a little tuck here that I put because my page was starting to tear on that one. And again, pockets on this page, blank pages to decorate, little tucks here, decorate page, again, little tucks, blank page, pockets, and then a pocket on the back. So one thing that I realized when you are sliding, and you'll see in the video this will make sense, when you're sliding your page onto the spine, just make sure that you have your page horizontal, like lined up, just so that it slides down. That's how I tore some pages, and you'll see I had to add some tape to fix it, but those are the only, that's really the biggest tip. And then also, after your book is constructed, if you go through and just make sure that there's no little space in there, and if there is, you want to make sure when you're making it that you glue down along the spine. But if there is any spaces, or that you forgot, just add a little bit of glue there to make sure that it's nice and secure. So the first one that I'm going to show you is this one. It's just plain, and I'm going to do this one first because it's a little bit easier, because when you fold the pages of the spine to use, they're going to all be the same size, and you'll see what I mean. So your accordion, when you fold your pages, they're going to all be the same size. And then from there, I go into making my folds different sizes. So instead of just being this long, I will make the folds longer so that they come out to here, and I can cut it and make it a pocket. So those are the two that I'm going to show you, and we'll start with the easy one first. Okay, so the first thing we need are pages. So I have, these are 8x11 craft sheet pages. I just cut them in half and then folded, so we've got the two, okay? So I have, I've got 5 of those to start with, and I did round my edges here. So these are my pages. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to go through each one. I put a little bit of ink here just so you all can see where the crease is here. And we're going to use our X-Acto knife, and we're going to make a slit right down the very center. You need to make the slit somewhat long because otherwise your book will be wobbly. It won't be enough stability. So for mine, I am going to just leave, where am I here? I am just going to leave a 1/2 inch, and it's kind of hard to see with the light. Okay, so now that we have that done, put these aside, and we're going to cut our spine. So our spine is going to be the long strip that's going to fit through here, and that's what we're going to make the accordion. So I'm going to want my long strips to go this way for my peepers here. So let's start, and we want, let's see, about 4.5. And I'm starting at the 1 there just to make sure I'm on the mark. Okay, and I'm going to put in 2 papers to cut at once. Pieces that I will save for something. Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is, well, we're just going to start folding the sheets. Now this is, the first fold is going to be the little flap that you're going to glue to whatever your cover is going to be. So I'm going to make that little, I don't know, this looks like a good length. And then we're just going to start folding. So this will be attached to your cover, and then you're going to be sliding a page on here. So there's 1 page, 2, and now we just need to keep adding here. So we're going to glue page onto here. Let's see. Show you. I usually would leave the end like this one. Let me see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I normally would leave a little bit more length here to glue down just to make it a little more stable, but I think it's going to be pretty good. So, okay. So then we're going to get our pages. Let's see. And then we're going to slide it down. And just remember here to keep your page horizontal so that it slides down evenly onto the spine so you don't rip your page like I did. So they're going to all slide on like this. Okay. So there's a page. Now I've seen a couple of different ways to attach this, because the pages will just slide right off of here unless you do something. One thing you can do is to take another piece of paper or something and you slide it inside of here, so it's kind of like, you know, holds it on there. But what I did in some other ones that I made was I made these longer, and then I opened them up, so on the inside I had 2 flaps and I created pockets, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do that in the next part of the video. For right now, I wanted to show you this one because it's just a little bit easier. Now for this, I mean, you could just glue it down on one side, but I'm going to do a little tuck. I'm going to do a little hole punch here. Let's see. Just take a little tiny snip out of there. Make sure it's pulled in the whole way, and we're going to glue it down. So here is our first page. So you're going to have a plain page, and then in the middle you're going to have some pockets or something, and then plain pages. And now we're going to add another page on here. I'm going to cut this because I'm going to make this, gonna make this the end page, so I'll show you. Okay, so if I cut this and it was just going to be the end page. Then for this one, when it goes on, so this is going to be, say, the back cover. So what we could do is make it like a pocket here. So let me show you. Let's see, if we cut here. So then I'm just going to glue this whole thing. Make sure we're lined up, and I'm going to glue the whole thing straight down here. And then we're just going to glue this like a pocket. So while you're at it, I think we should just go ahead and add another page to make my cover. Okay, so slide it on. And I can probably, we don't need this much in the middle, so, oh, unfortunately it's my cutting off the guy. And then we'll make our hole punch here. And glue these sides. Pocket. Okay, this is the inside of the pages. Then 2 plain pages inside with pockets, 2 plain. This is the one that we've got the 1 pocket here that we put to one side, then plain, pockets, and then plain, and that's it. So you can decorate this however you'd want to decorate it, and it's a very sturdy little book here. The first thing is you need your pages, whatever size you want. For mine, what I did was I printed double-sided, so you do need double-sided paper. I printed this on 8.5 by 11, and then I cut it in half, so I have the top and the bottom. And then I took one, you know, each one, and I folded it to make a page. So I am working with 5 pages here, And then I have 2 that are going to be for my covers. And I'm going to put those aside. And then the other thing that we're going to do, so what I did was the other half of these papers, I just trimmed a little bit off. So I left so we're going to basically take these and cut down the seam. And I would leave about a 1/2 inch or maybe 3/4 of an inch on the top and the bottom. So the slice is going to go here. So whatever you want that slice to be in the seam, that is the size that you're going to make your spine, I'm calling it. Okay, so these are my papers. My spine, and I'll show you here, I glued these papers together, okay, the leftovers, and they're double-sided. Now you're only going to really see one side, so when you're gluing your papers together, keep that in mind. Put the prettier, you know, images or whatever you want to see all facing one direction, okay? So you can see my page. Well, this isn't a really good one to show, but okay, so you can see the spine next to my page. All right, so I'm gonna put the spine over here. So the next thing we're going to do is make our slices in there. And I am just going to go ahead and ink up. It makes it easier to see where I'm cutting also. So I'm going to ink up all my pages here. So now I'm just going to do my slices. Get my X-Acto knife here. Okay, so it ends up like that. Now we're just going to do the other ones. And these are going to be my cover, so I am going to do, so this will be, wait a minute. This will be the front cover, and it's going to be a pocket on the inside, and this will be the back cover with a pocket. So, do these guys. Okay, then I'm also going to go through and ink around this guy. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do, the side that you want to see is actually going to start face down. I'm going to flip it around here. And we're going to start with this end, and we're just going to make the first fold can just be kind of small-ish because it's just going to be glued into the front cover pocket. And where is my little, here it is. Now, The next one is going to go on the inside here, and I'm going to want to make it a big pocket. So I'm going to want the fold to be about there. That looks about good. And this will make sense once I start putting it together. Okay, then I'm going to line it up here. Okay, so far, my cover page is going to fit down on here, and then my first page is going to fit down on here, okay? So now I'm on to making the next fold, which will be for this page. And what do I want to do there? We'll just do, another larger sized one. And then come back. Come back to the spine here, center part. Okay, so we have our cover page, page 1, page 2, page 3, and now I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to fold it back up here. So for the next one, I'm just going to go a little bit smaller. We'll just make it a smaller little tuck or something. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So that's 4. So we need enough to come back and forward again for so this should be just enough. Okay, so this is the spine. So again, we've got the cover, page 1, page 2, page 3, 4, 5, and then the back cover. So now we're going to assemble it, but it looks like this. Each peak is going to be where a page slips down on top. Okay, so we'll start with our cover here. Slide it the whole way down. Okay, and then, so this is what the cover is going to look like. So it doesn't really matter which side we glue this down. We're just gonna glue it down. There we go. And then we can just go ahead and glue the edges here. And I like to just go along the spine, or I mean the center here a little bit. And then I'm going to flip it this way. Press down there. So voila, we've got our cover. So now moving on to page 1. Okay, so once you have the page down on, this is the spine, we're going to want to open this up. So, what kind of pocket do we want here? Let's see. We will just take, I'm going to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Just take a little sliver off of the end to open it. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink those. So now you can decide, do we want to cut here so that it's kind of like a, or we could even fold it this way, make it multiple pockets. Let's just, let's do that. Let's cut, let's do a hole punch here. Hole punch. Okay, so we're going to have pockets here. So you kind of just construct each one as you go. Well, that's the way I was doing it anyway. Look at this side. Now, so see where I got that? I ripped the page right there. So we're going to go over here and let me see if I can put a little something there. There's always a way to fix, right? Okay. And I can put something there when I go through and decorate. Kind of fix this part too. Okay, so moving on to this one here. And we're gonna be Okay, so we've got our front cover, and then it alternates. So we have the plain pages, except for the pocket over here. And then we have pocket pages. I'm gonna have to fix my boo-boo. Okay, so I just put this piece of linen tape there, and then when I decorate and do stuff, you won't even notice. I'll tuck there. Thank you so much for watching, and if I inspired you to try to make one of these books, I would love to see what you're making. Come over and join me in Junk Journal Divas on Facebook. Thanks for watching.